Today we're covering an important topic that everyone who does stick welding should definitely know. Welding thin box profiles. One of the most common problems when welding thin box profiles is burn through. In this video, I'll explain step by step, clearly and simply, how to weld thin box profiles correctly without burning through. Before starting the weld, to ensure a more even heat distribution, the surface of the box profile to be welded should be lightly ground. The point to be careful about here is not to overgrind the surface, because excessive grinding thins the profile and increases the risk of burn through. To reduce the risk of burn through when welding thin box profiles, an E6013 electrode, which has shallower penetration, is preferred. The E6013 electrode can be used in both direct current electrode positive and direct current electrode negative. However, when welding thin box profiles, to achieve shallower penetration and a more controlled weld pool, the polarity should be direct current electrode negative. A high heat input is required for a thick diameter electrode to burn. Since this situation could increase the risk of burn through in thin box profiles, a 5/64 inch or 3/32 inch diameter electrode should be chosen and the amperage set between 40 and 60. One of the most important points to consider before starting the weld is proper tack welding. The profiles should be tack welded so that there are no gaps between them. The arc length should be kept as short as possible. A long arc length causes the heat to spread over a wider area and increases the heat input. This increases the risk of burn through in thin box profiles. The electrode's holding angle should be tilted 15 to 30 degrees from the vertical position to the workpiece and held in the direction of travel towards the thicker side of the profile. If the electrode is held too vertically, the heat concentrates in a narrow spot, which can cause the box profile to burn through. To prevent the heat from concentrating in one place, the electrode should be moved appropriately according to the welding position. The travel speed should also be adjusted according to the condition of the weld pool. So how do you fix it if the box profile gets a hole? When a box profile is burned through first, you must wait for the weld bead to cool down. After it cools, any slag on the surface should be cleaned off. If the hole is small, it can be closed by tack welding at short intervals. However, if the hole is large, the flux coating on the electrode can be broken off and the inner wire can be used like a filler rod to fill it in a controlled manner. In this video, we've explained step by step how to properly weld thin box profiles without burning through them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more stick welding tutorials. See you in the next video.